It's time for another must-watch, ladies and gentlemen. With this season of summer, summer coming to an end, it's time to do a must-watch for some stuff. And a lot of good anime came out this season, but there's some that go under the radar because they're not under people's interesting, or they're not just what people are into right now. But I've been watching them on my spare time, seeing whether or not, because I know some of you have kids and you would like to watch anime for your children that aren't, graphic with nudity, fan service, or violence, but something that's just fun to watch for the toddlers. Something like Kuma Kuma Bear, or even My Wife Has No Emotions. Now, here's something that's also for the kids as well. It is called A Journey Through Another World, Raising Kids While Adventuring. Yes, that's the title. A Journey Through Another World, Raising Kids While Adventuring. It could have just been Raising Kids While in Another World or something, but these titles have to be very long because that's just isekai for you. It's not just isekai, it's just that mainly it's isekai now these days. But yes, it's a journey about a regular Japanese businessman named Takumi who is accidentally killed and sent to another world. Now, he's sent here by a certain god because it was on accident and it was not supposed to happen. So he sent him to the other world with a mission for him to live in this world and to find two twins who are lost in the forest. They're scared and alone, blue hair and golden eyes, and he is told to raise them. And he accepts. He accepts to raise these kids out of nowhere so easily to accept this request. And then that's when the adventure begins. Now he takes on these twins, and these twins who have names. They're a boy and a girl, Alan and Elena, as well. They're too adorable. They say things at the same time, and they're very powerful because they're not just any other human twins. No, they are children of a water god. A water god who seems to be a playboy, who probably don't even know they exist. So these kids are just living here without any supervision. So now he has to raise them, teach them right from wrong, show them yummy Japanese food because that's what they love doing in these stories these days. I'm sorry, it's ridiculous, but I still enjoy it nonetheless. It's just cute and adorable, a little cute opening, a sweet little outro, and stuff. And they go on little adventures. Even the monsters themselves aren't ferocious or terrifying. They look goofy looking, like you see something inside of a pop-up children's book in the first grade. That's how kid friendly this anime is. Nothing terrible, no extreme violence, nothing like that. Heck, the kids themselves can pretty much handle any monster that comes their way because they're children of a water god. So they're way stronger than the most average strong adventurers at their young little age and stuff. So Takumi's going around, teaching them cool things, how to make yummy treats and food, right and wrong, what to do in certain situations, and even collecting spiritual animals on the way, like wolves, tigers, lions, and a very sophisticated bird. I mean, this bird has some proper etiquette, but that puts a lot of people in our world to shame. How well spoken this bird is. The bird is my favorite character in the entire show. But yeah, this is definitely a must watch for your children to watch. You can watch it with them because it's something I was picking up saying I wasn't really that interested in it, but it's just something to pass time. It doesn't have a main plot or main story to it, but not all things need to. Sometimes things can just sit there just for you to enjoy, to distract yourself from reality and enjoy with the family, You and your wife and your kids just sit there and watch this little kitty cartoon with a guy who's raising children in another world. You know, but I do have something that I do have to say. Not any skull against the anime itself, but mostly the writers and the uncreativity of the writers. When I look at a lot of isekai, I do mean a lot of isekai, I feel like a lot of them don't have to be isekai. I feel like most isekai are isekais just because they can put their Japanese cuisine into a European setting. That's all it is. At the end of the day, is all they do is put their European cuisine, and they expect everyone in that world to immediately like it because that's how it works all the time. Because if that was the case, my dad would have got sick when he ate Popeye's chicken here for after many years of not being in America. That's exactly what happened. Not a lot of foreigners are going to be used to a different kind of cuisine that you make. It's just fact, you know. It even happened in Mashoko Tensai one time where Aisha finally made rice in the backyard. So Rudy just made rice balls, and everyone bit into the rice ball. They all spit it out, including Aisha herself. And Rudy is the only one who enjoyed the rice. No one else enjoyed it but him. He was more for me. And I love the realism of that situation. That not a lot of people from different lands are going to enjoy the kind of food you like. But it seems like it's been imposed on a lot of isekais these days. Where you wonder, do they have to be an isekai? Like, did Tokumi really have to be an isekai adventurer? Could he just been a dude who just been going through life nonchalant, and then he finds children in the forest and stuff? He is saved by a deity one day, and the deity wants to ask him for a favor to find children, and by having these children, he have meaning in his life and stuff. It isn't just him just being alone in life anymore. You know, the problem with Takumi is that, yeah, not every show needs to have in depth, but the thing is that this one could have had it to really give it some spice to the story, to the adventure, the world, or something. You know, other than that, it just feels extremely generic, and that couldn't be it. It can still be enjoyable, but it just felt like there's so much wasted potential these days in a lot of isekais. Like one of them don't have to be an isekai. Takumi could just been a boy who ran away from nobility and kind of become an adventurer, lived his life nonchalant, not having no meaning or purpose in his life, until one day he is rescued by a god, and he asks for how he can repay for the goddess rescuing. He says, "Take care of these children you'll find in the forest." He takes care of the children, and as time goes on, he grows attached to them as a big brother, and he finds meaning in his life. He finds like there's more in life just doing what you want, but also looking after each other, having a family. You know, it goes with a lot of things I see these days where it don't have to be isekai. Like Overlord don't need to be an isekai in my opinion. Reincarnated Sword don't have to be an isekai in my opinion. It just goes for a lot of them. You know, it's like the only reason why he is an isekai character is so he can show off his Japanese cuisine. That is it, man. He shows it off and he feeds everybody, and then not realizing the importance of the economy because you just showing these spices and these delicious cuisines to everyone does not really help out the economy because it can easily destroy other people's businesses. Like I learned from Ascendance of a Bookworm, where you release a product too soon that the market is not ready for, it can ruin a lot of jobs and a lot of people come after you. That's why I love the realism when it comes to the Ascendance of a Bookworm compared to an isekai like this. It is nice for a show to enjoy. It's nice to turn your brain off. But when you have that person who can't turn their brain off, like myself sometimes, it kind of bothers you some every now and then. It's like, why is this like this? It doesn't need to be like this. But nonetheless, it's still enjoyable. Good for the watch with the children and stuff. It's nice, it's sweet, and stuff. And it ended pretty much yesterday. There'll be no more episodes. I don't know if we'll get another season. It could be, heck, Kuma Kuma Bear got another season. Why can't this? So anyways, that's what I got for the video. I hope you guys will give this a try with your kids. I think that's the main target audience. I don't see who else to be watching it. Then you ask, well, why are you watching this? So I can recommend it for you people. You won't believe how many people are looking for anime for their kids to watch every now and then that isn't so violent. You'll be the big lot of them, believe it or not. So yeah, spread it around for other children to watch, so they can get into anime the proper way. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, like, comment, subscribe, and of course hit that bell icon. This is the Madcrownxox, all anime. Signing out.